what is one weird or quirky thing about your relationship? Or you can talk about what's one weird or quirky thing you guys do as a couple.
That's a good question. Weird or quirky? Do you have one? I really don't have
Insert
one.
Jeopardy music here.
Okay, well, why don't you go first and maybe it'll give me inspiration as I think on it.
Speaking to an expert.
Yo, your relationship is just weird and quirky?
It's just weird and quirky. Depends on how far we want to show the public. But what I want to share about weird and quirky? I mean, like, I feel like every couple has their own, like, language.
Yeah.
And has, like, their own, like, made-up word. Like, for us, it's, like, sugar bee. And, like, think of, like, a sugar bee. But, like, we just shorten it to a sugar bee. And we have these, like, expressions that we say to each other. That's not, like, that's, like, I feel like everyone goes through that. I think one that I would share, I mean, it's not really a surprise to many people, but the nature of how we now look at, like, socially a good time is whenever each of us make plans with each other or whatever it may be, it's like we always have a confirmation, and then it's being like, well, is it going to be like a late night? And then they're like, because what we both want to know is, like, what time will we be home? Do we have enough time to, like, we call it get into the bed early, because we wanted, like, just sleep. So, like, whenever a plan comes up or something comes up, we're like, yeah, but, like, we'll be able to get in the bed early. And I'm like, yeah, like, I think so. Why not? I'm like, cool, let's do it. And this is, like, for anything, like, hang out, or, like, like a movie, or whenever we've seen one last. But we have this, like, a part of that, like, language. You just, like, we know what each other's trying to get at when it's like a social outing. I mean, we used to be weird, quirky, but that's what we do.
I mean, technically, if you're speaking of bedtime routines, Ryan goes to bed between 8:30 and 9:30 every night. And I used to be a night owl. So now I'm a grandma too, because I go to bed at between 8:30 and 9:30. Because what's the point? Like, unless I have a show to watch, that I'm catching up on or work to do, like I'm staying up to spend quality time with you because that's the little bit of time we get in the evening. So if you're going to bed, like, I may as well go to bed and actually get 8 hours. You know what I mean? So now I go to bed early too, but I didn't go to bed at 8:30 before we started living together. So,
and it was just an easy, simple change.
Honestly, I think living together is a little bit tiring. Like, my social battery is dead. My social battery is more drained in the day than, like, when you would go out on a date or, like, see each other at the gym only, or, like, you still had mostly you time, like, you were sleeping, like, your own kind of routine. Whereas now, like I'm tired at the end of the day. Like, I'm fine to go to bed at 8:30, and I actually feel now that I know I'm getting 8 hours. I do feel more energized. Before, I was going, I was just that person who needed to get home no matter how late it was. I would throw open my laptop, grab a little snacky, like,
And
watch something, because that was me time. Like, no matter how late I got home from work, like, that was my 30 minutes, hour to decompress. And I'd often fall asleep watching whatever I was watching, but it was always after midnight, no matter how early I had to be up. So now I am getting my better sleep and I do feel more energized. So it's actually working in my favor.
But you guys at no point discussed it? Like,
There's times
hey, I
where,
need you to go to sleep a little later.
oh, I've asked.
Oh, okay. And?
So there's things that I call, okay, this could be a quirky thing. There's things that I call non-negotiables with Ryan, and that bedtime was a non-negotiable. And, like, there's times where when we were at yours and Angie's and we recorded and we had pizza and the conversation was good, he actually lost track of time. So that was, like, a later evening. Or there's times where, like, The Last of Us, we were big on that show. So when the new episode came out every Sunday, it aired at 9. So we had to stay up till 10 if you wanted to watch it live every Sunday night. So
why not wait till the next day and watch it?
because we were so excited.
Oh, okay.
So we would watch a movie or something that would keep us up until 9, and then at 9 be like, okay, and then we'd watch it and go to bed. So there are things he'll stay up for if we have a holiday dinner, a birthday, we're out with
Oh, okay.
friends. Like he will stay up, but it's like the minute we get home, if we're not already at home watching something, it's like get home, shower, in bed. Like sometimes he doesn't even say like good night. He's just in bed snoring as I'm finishing my skincare because he's out. Like he can't, it's not even intentional. He just can't stay up that late. And it's
But
because his brain is working in overdrive all day
all
because of the
day.
ADHD, and his medication's already worn off by like 5, 6
Yeah,
p.m.
yeah,
that he just needs to go to bed. But no matter how late he goes to bed, he's still up 4 or 5 hours before me every day. And so he works during that period. So then when I get up, we can
yeah.
spend time
Oh,
together.
gotcha.
Yeah. So it does
So it's
work
just shifted a
out
little
in
bit.
our favor. Yeah. It's just, but yeah, that's a non negotiable.
I feel like that does happen. That happens though with every couple I want to, I don't want to say emulate, but like every couple that I look up to in my life, or like husband, wife, pairing, whatever, they eventually get to that. I don't know of too many people that are like they spend time together late at night,
Yeah.
especially if they have kids, because like that's not gonna happen. But it's actually weird how like you end up syncing with each other, whether it's like one person conforming to the other, or just I don't know, like life takes you
Yeah.
there. It's kind of strange, but like it's good, I guess, for both of you, because then
Well,
like
what's the way that you guys have sunk up?
no, the same. Like I was also I'm
Oh,
the
you would,
early riser, so therefore I have to go bed early. Whereas Angie would love to be up at night. Like if she could like stay up to like 2 a.m. watching her movie and getting her me
yes,
time, like
that was me.
to her that was like the greatest like
Yeah.
part of her day. But like I don't know, I don't want to put words in her mouth, but like it's almost like she learned that like, well, if like there are two people in this house, but like one of them sleeping, then why am I up? You know,
Yeah.
you
That's
know it's
exactly what it was.
it's like if I can't enjoy like my partner because they're sleeping, then I'll sleep now so I can get more time with them later.
When they're awake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
And he always says, he's like, you can stay up. And I was like, well, why would I stay up? Like at that point, I'm just sleeping later the next day when you've already been up for
it's
5
like you
hours.
feel lonely in your own house,
Yeah.
but you're not alone.
He never feels that though, because he's always like, he could be doing something completely on his own, not paying attention to me for hours.
Yeah,
But as long as I'm in his space, he doesn't feel lonely.
yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
I'm like, I could be sitting right beside you all day and feel extremely lonely because we're not connecting at all.
Yeah.
So we're just very different in that way, where like quality time to me means actually connecting. Whereas like as long as we're together, spending time together in each other's space, even if we're doing completely separate things, that's still quality time to him. So we've kind of had to establish what we define as quality time and as not quality time, so that so that he has an
He
idea.
understands
Yeah.
active quality time and non-active
Yeah, and just more kind of like passive quality time where we're
passive
like
quality time.
in each other's space, going about our day to day, like kind of cohabitating quality time, but like not connecting.
Yeah. Well, passive quality time, I can make it really easy for you. It's basically what you do with your pet. It's like you do what you want to do, and then like your cat or dog will just be chilling. That's a quick, you know. Jazz is being like, "You're welcome to my." Whereas, because like that's the same thing. I'm like, if I was on my phone and in the living room and Angie's watching a show, I'm like, this is good, quality time, like rack it up. But she's like, no, we're not. She's like, we're not. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, we're together. Like, I could be with someone else right now.
That's what he says. He's like, what do you mean we're together all the time? I'm like, but we're not
Yeah,
talking. We're
yeah.
not doing anything.
I don't know. You really learn about each other to the point, but like now it's actually pretty crazy because like I was very much like that, but now at a point I'm at a point where like even even if we're like in the kitchen for like 15 minutes, and then like one of us walks, like if Angie walks away without saying anything, I'm like, hey, where you going? And she's like, I'm just going to the living room, calm down. And I'm like, oh yeah, sorry.
I do that still. Sometimes I'm like, where are you going? He's like, I'm just going to pee here. He's like, I'll be right back. Something quirky actually that we do, something weird and quirky now that I think of that, is every time one of us leaves the room, like whether it's like this room to go up the stairs, just going to the garage, we're always like, okay, bye. And then the other one's like, bye. Even though we're coming back in like 3 seconds. That's something we do. Even at the gym. If he's like, I'm going to the washroom, like I know he's coming back to do his set right after, but we're like, bye. And like that's just something quirky we do. But I can't think of anything else. What's something like meaningful that you like a ritual you guys have that you do daily? Yeah. Like something like whether it's like a good morning ritual, a good night ritual, just something you do every day or she does every day that's become kind of part of your routine that you look forward to receiving or getting from her or her from you, if anything.
I know that there are lots, but like trying to think, what would I say? And she's like probably in there like looking at this right now, being like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" There's so many things, but um, hmm, that I look forward to.
Yeah.
I can't. Well, I can't. Yeah. So, I would say, um, I think everyone's seen like Forrest Gump, right? Like literally like the big wave. So like it's kind of like that, but like whenever I like come home from like an office day or like whoever steps in the door first will died. So one thing I look forward to, I just referenced the Forrest Gump like hi guys. Is whatever one of us we haven't seen each other in a while, right? But like this would also include in the morning, I would say, kind of. But anyways, anytime someone would enter the room, we would have this like weird, wacky like hello and goodbye. I think like everyone does it now, so it doesn't really make it that. That's why I was like, what makes it special? It doesn't. But I look forward to it because it's kind of like we either she does something silly and it like puts a smile on my face, or like I'm like my favorite thing to do is just make her laugh for absolutely no reason. Because 9 times out of 10, if you see Angie, she's like literally like resting bitch face, and like she knows it. Like literally, she's gotten the feedback. She's just like concentrated on something, or she just like has this like set mode where it's like not always a constant smile. So it's like a very like neutral expression. But then I'm like so dull. Like, and then I'm like, then I always think she's mad at me. So like, just to check, I'm like, I'll just do something funny or silly. So it's usually just like wave, and they're like, we'll call each other Charlie for no reason. We're just like, hey Charlie, and then we'll just start laughing. So that's the epitome of. I don't know if that answers your question. That's our morning and evening ritual. We'll also talk about each other's like bowel movements a lot. Yeah, it'll be like a victory parade. Like if it's like well more for her than it is for me, but like she's like big up there. She's like a big one, swirly whirly. Like I think more people need to talk about it. Like I was gonna talk about like no doubt like talking about mental health and mental health is like very important, but I think more people need to talk about their bowel movements. Literally, like not because it's like something we should talk about, but a lot of people don't realize what is and what isn't like healthy. You know, and no, it like I know so many people now. I don't know about you guys that have some health things that like. Listen, I'm not a doctor, but like that could have been easily the first sign to like check on when like something's wrong. So we celebrate it, but I'm like, it's like that's you want to get real, like that's the realest you could get. Like you cannot dress it up. They will,